Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Thursday. What day is it? December 21st, 4:20 p.m. This is the 420 report. This is your good pal, JerDog. It's Throwback Thursday, so usually I don't do a 420 report on Thursdays because I'm on the road on my way to a show somewhere, or I've got a lot of shit to do to get ready to go on the road that weekend. But today, special day because I'm at home. It's staycation hibernation for the next 5 days, which I'm really looking forward to. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Solstice, whatever the fuck it is you celebrate this time of year, but especially Happy New Year. And thanks for joining in, man. While the audience builds, let me go over my upcoming show dates real quick. Friday, December 29th, I'll be in Altura, Minnesota at Pooter's Sports Bar and Grill with the world famous Uncle Larry Reeves. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then on that's Friday, December 29th. That's where I'll be. Altura, Minnesota's Pooter's Sports Bar. Pooters. What a great name for a bar, by the way. Uncle Larry Reeb. It's going to be really fun. I can't wait to work with him. And then Saturday, December 30th, I'll be in Palmyra, Nebraska. Palmyra peeps, where he at? Be at the Palmyra Pub. Real small club, but they pack them in, man, about 100 strong. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a great time. It always is. The last couple of years we've done it, it's been a fucking blast. And then New Year's Eve, I'll be in Balaton, Minnesota with the Dirty Jokes and Magic Trick Show. My co-star Nathan Tricky Allen is going to be joining me on that. It's a 3-hour event. 3 hours. Comedy and magic. Adults only. Rated R. Completely off the hook. Nathan will freak you out. He always freaks me out. So if you're in the Balaton, Minnesota area, go to Kirkpatrick's Bar and Grill and get your tickets now because they're going fast. And for everybody else, thank you guys. Nathan, Dwayne, Benson, what's up, brother? You finally made it. I didn't think you'd be able to join in today, but good to have you, man. So Throwback Thursday. You know, I know that's kind of a cheesy social media deal to do. You know, it's kind of like yesterday's thing, but I found something really cool that sort of relates to this time of year. And it is my first time ever on stage. I'll just tell you this story. When I was in 3rd grade, my mother schlepped me up to Des Moines, Iowa to audition for A Christmas Carol at the Des Moines Playhouse. And I got the part as Tiny Tim. And I found this article right here, Colfax Youth, a Playhouse star as Tiny Tim. And there I am. I got to read some of this. I was checking some of this out earlier. It's hilarious. You know, it said the kids are asked to act different ages. For 15-year-olds, many stuck out their noses in the air. For 18-year-olds, the girls started fussing with their hair. For 60-year-olds, the kids were mostly stooped and moved slowly. My memory of auditioning for this show is they just had like fucking shitload of kids, just a shitload, man, like rows after rows after rows on stage. And they would bring you to the front of the stage and they said, okay, just yell out your name and how old you are, what school you go to, and your favorite food. But remember, be loud so we can hear you all the way back here because that's what's important when you do theater. So all these kids are going up and some of them are, you know, being loud. Some of them are projecting their energy. Some of them, they're having to get a little bit of coaching and direction too. And now that I'm looking back on that, I'm thinking that's probably really all they were looking for. It's like, you know, what kids were going to be easily directable, what kids already sort of have the aptitude that they're not going to have to be trained on how to project or be loud in a theater. And, but, you know, they keep saying, it's like, okay, give us a lot of energy, and they're giving this direction, and it gets up to my turn, and they go, okay, now remember, say your name, how old you are, what school you go to, your favorite food, and be really loud. So I just fucking scream at the top of my lungs, my name is Jeremy Danley. I'm 8 years old. I'm in 3rd grade. And my favorite food is hot dogs. I mean, I did it way fucking louder than that, but I don't want to freak my family out upstairs. Or over in the other room. Or we're doing a little wintertime cleaning up. So I just fucking screamed it, man, at the top of my lungs. Anyway, I got the part. Turns out not because of that. Turns out just because I looked like the character that they had cast to play Tiny Tim's dad, Bob Cratchit. See, I played Tiny Tim, so I had to look like the character that was going to do a bulk of the work, right? I only had like 6 lines in the whole fucking play. It wasn't a big deal. Tiny Tim's like the memorable character, but quite frankly, it was the easiest fucking acting role I've ever had in my life. You just got to roll around and act crippled, and you get sympathy applause. You know, turn your cup around to the audience and go, God bless us, everyone. And they all just start, yay, yay. So anyway, that's how I got the gig, just because I looked like the guy. Turns out, I mean, he must have been pretty handsome. But I'm reading in this article that apparently I told the person who interviewed me that I'd always been into performing. It says, young Danley said he watches a considerable amount of television and his tastes run similar to others his age, superheroes. His favorite movies are Star Wars and Raiders of the Lost Ark. In fact, he played Luke Skywalker once, rather informally, but with a strong supporting cast. And that's when I got to meet the guy that played Darth Vader, like a fucking car dealership opening or something is what that's referring to. But imagine that. Shit doesn't change, man. Superheroes and Star Wars. Shit doesn't fucking change. I'm 42 years old. I'm pretty much a goddamn 8-year-old at heart. What else does it say? Oh, and that one time I was downstairs. I always liked acting. One time I was downstairs. You know, I was like, I'd be doing a show or something for my mom, like a magic show. Magic isn't his only interest in performing, however, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, magic, even as 8. I sucked at magic. I always sucked at magic. I always wanted to do that shit, right? That's the only reason why I tolerate going on the road with an asshole like Nathan Tricky Allen, where we'll be doing the Dirty Jokes and Magic Trick Show in Balaton, Minnesota, New Year's Eve. Go to Kirkpatrick's Bar and Grill for tickets right now. I've always sucked at magic, but it's something that I always wanted to do. I can't even really pull off a card trick. I did a magic show at Adventureland when I was like 19 years old, but all the tricks were just goofs. I used to do goofy magic tricks in my stand-up comedy, but shit doesn't change, man. Shit doesn't change. And it says, still the whole thing is how the fucking article ends. Still the whole thing is no big deal to the mop-haired blonde youth. Are you leaving? He asked the visitor, realizing that dinner would be served shortly afterwards. Yes, came the reply. Good. So apparently I was a rude little motherfucker as well. Which tells me it's totally genetic, because that's exactly how my boys talk. So maybe I shouldn't get so stressed. They can't help their DNA. Whew. Later on, I did a bunch of other theater, but, you know, I started doing stand-up comedy. And that's really what I have the most fun with, traveling around nightclubs, taverns, neighborhood bars, 100 nights a year, doing shows, entertaining you guys, talking shit on a Facebook Live video like I am right now. Hit the share button, hit the like button, give me some comments or some reactions. I see a bunch of people joined in, but I don't see any comments. What's up, Tig? Yeah, man, I did a bunch of theater after that. Did the Comedy Wild West show. Got a picture of that in the background. That's the only acting that I ever did later on after I started doing stand-up comedy that I didn't think was gay. And by that, I mean dorky and lame. But also the other way, too. So, hey, come out and see the show next Friday night if you are in the area. I'll be in Altura, Minnesota. It's just north of La Crosse, Wisconsin. I'll be working with the world-famous Uncle Larry Reeb. It's going to be a really good time. It's got a nice big venue, and we're going to pack them in there. Then I go to Palmyra, Nebraska. That's a long fucking drive. What idiot booked that routing? I'll be at Palmyra Pub, and Palmyra peeps, just go down to the bar and grab your tickets. They don't have very many left, so you better do it soon. For the rest of you, join me. Oh, and then New Year's Eve, of course, like I just talked about. So New Year's Eve, Balaton, Minnesota, Dirty Jokes and Magic Trick Show with Nathan Tricky Allen. I see Trisha just joined in. We'll also be going to Cleeton Colonies in Olwine March 15th, so spread the word on that. Alicia Harvey, this is what I was talking about. You remember me from theater back in the day. I was just showing off the article from the first time on my on stage. This is my very first ever press. I dug it out of the old archives, the JerDog archives. It's I don't know if that's copy stained or jizz or what. You know, knowing me, I probably jerked off to my own goddamn press. Anyway, what's up, Joe Mueller? What's up, Joe? So there it is. Merry Christmas. God bless us, everyone. Rather, dog bless us. Dog bless America. I'll be back next week for the 420 report on Monday, December. No, well, maybe I'll do a special Christmas 420 report. We'll see. In the meantime, hit the share button, hit the like button, hit the follow button. That's it. Have a good weekend, everybody. Happy holidays.